Hey guys, it's Beth. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having an awesome day. Today we are doing another speed build in the world of Brindleton Bay. This will be another speed build for my Let's Play that I'm going to be doing for high school years. It is another family that we will potentially be playing with, so I wanted to build them a home. It is going to be a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home, and there's 4 Sims that are going to be living in here. It will be a mom and a dad, and then they had a set of twins, a boy and a girl. The mom is going to be her aspiration is she wants a really big, happy family. She just wants everyone to be happy. She wants to give her kids everything that they need and want. Whereas the dad, his aspiration is to have a successful lineage, and so that is going to be fun in gameplay, as he's going to put a lot of pressure on his kids. I feel like he's going to want them to succeed and be a certain way, and just hold them to like really high standards. But for the twins, I have a boy named Maddie and a girl named Megan. And Maddie, he is going to be a chief of mischief, and then Megan, she is going to be friend of the world. So I figured they were going to be on opposite ends of the spectrum, and he was going to be kind of like a troublemaker, bad kid, not necessarily wanting to conform to the way his parents want him to be, whereas Megan, she is going to be Miss Popular, and she's going to be friends with everybody, and she is going to make her parents happy, and they're just going to be really proud of her, and then they're going to be on Maddie all the time and want him to do better and be a certain way. But I thought that would be really fun. But as you can see, I'm already moving on to the landscape. I totally have not mentioned anything about the house, but I found this image on Pinterest, which I will include right here, and this gave me the inspiration for this home. I absolutely loved it, and I thought that it fit perfectly in the world of Brindleton Bay, which is where my other family that we're mostly going to be playing with they live as well. I've kind of thought about moving them into the world of Copperdale, where the high school will actually be, but I haven't decided yet, so I think that will come along with gameplay, and we'll see what we want to do. But this house, I absolutely love the way that it turned out, and I do think it fits perfectly inside this world. But I'm working on the living room. This is going to be all one open room. It'll be living room, dining room, and kitchen. I basically had this like light blue swatch on the couch that I absolutely loved, and that's kind of what I based everything off of in this house. I absolutely love these counters, and I think these are from Parenthood, but I couldn't get them to work properly the way that I wanted. So I do end up actually switching those out for these vampire cabinets and the white swatch. I could not figure out how I wanted to do the walls, so I do that last, which isn't normally what I do, but I like the way that this turned out, and I think everything looks really good, and kind of like, it's kind of a cozy feel, but it's also like light and beachy, because it is Brindleton Bay, so I figured, being close to a bay, I thought it would be kind of like a coastal, beachy vibe, which is kind of what I was going for, but also like cozy and family as well. So I do give the kitchen a nice little backsplash. I throw in a rug, and then I just clutter it up with different things. I love putting this pot on top of the fridge. I love the way that it looks. I also get a drink tray up there, and then I put a little soap by the sink and some kitchen. I love this open cookie jar as well. It fit perfectly in this little nook where the island starts. And I get another open book, like she was jotting down, maybe the mom was like jotting down some notes or a new recipe or something. I love the way that looked as well. But here I am just moving on to cluttering up the living space. I get a nice little bookcase back here and some pictures and some lights on the wall, and then I think I put a plant over here in the corner, and then I just get some curtains on the windows, and I move on to the entryway, which the entryway, I do have to switch it around once I get to going on the bathroom down here, because I totally forgot that there was a bathroom over here. So I covered up the area where the door should be, but I just end up moving that along the staircase, and then I put the door right there where that entryway table is. But it all ends up working out, and I absolutely love the way that the stairs have stone on them. I love the way that that looks, and with like the normal wallpaper. But I do get that switched over. I think I just put in bookcase, I switched the bookcase from the living room, and I put a little like china cabinet in where that used to be. I thought that looked really cute, and it was a good place to keep like extra plates, and they're nice china. But I get a bookcase right there, and can't forget the thermostat for the weather. But now I'm moving on to the parents' room, and I continue that kind of blue theme in their room as well. I do end up scooching that bed over a little bit. This is the bed from Cats and Dogs, and I love the way that looks. I love the way this bed looks in this home. It looks really good. But I do put one of those empty fireplaces right here, and I fill it with candles. I love the way that this turns out, and it looks like they used to have a fireplace there, or like she's found this fireplace mantle at like a yard sale or thrift store or something, and she's repurposed it to use as kind of a nice little piece in her room. But I love the way that turned out. And then I do get a picture behind the bed and some curtains. I also get a stand-up mirror in there as well. And then this is going to be their master suite bathroom. I get 2 sinks in here, a mirror, and then I just clutter it up. I love the way that shower looks. I love that shower. It's my favorite shower to use, but I forgot about curtains, and the curtains in the master bedroom took me a really long time to figure out, so I end up just going with blinds, and I do continue that over into the bathroom. I make sure to get their hand soap and toothbrush containers, a nice little rug. I also get a couple robes on here, and then a nice little thing above the toilet and some plants. I also love this wallpaper that I used in their bathroom as well. I use it again in a different swatch in the other downstairs bathroom, but I feel like I've forgotten about that wallpaper, and I found it in this build, and I absolutely loved it. So I will definitely be using more of that. And then this is going to be like a nice little sunroom. I absolutely love the way that this turned out, and I would love to have this in like my own home, but it is a nice little seating area that they could go out and just enjoy, with all the windows. They can enjoy being outside with not necessarily being outside. I feel like the mom is like not the type of person to want to be outside all the time, but she definitely loves enjoying the outdoors from inside. But yeah, I just did that bathroom really quick on the first floor. And I got that hall entryway table moved. I'm decorating the front porch here with a couple of seats and some end tables. And then I also put some planter boxes there on the side of the porch. And then I'm fixing the front entryway there. I had terrain paint, but I thought the bricks looked a little bit better and nicer to actually have a paved walkway to go up to the front of the house. And then I was messing around here with the entryway rugs. I thought I was going to size it up, but it ended up being too big, so I just leave it its normal size. And now I'm moving on to the upstairs. This room that I'm working on right here is going to be Maddie's bedroom, and his bedroom is probably one of my favorites of this entire build, which I really like Megan's bedroom as well. I love them both. But for his room, I went a little bit kind of like punk rock, teenage boy. I don't know. That's what I was like had in my mind. So he's got a whole bunch of posters and records, and I love this new wall decor from the high school years pack with all the CDs and the records. I love the way that those look. They just cluttered up this wall so well. But I get a bed and a desk, a dresser in here. I also give a computer to each of the kids. I do not have a computer in the main part of this build, like in the living area, so you may want to put one in if you do download this house, which it will be listed on the gallery under bethysims, and it's called the Frost Fam build because their last name is Frost. So that will be what it's listed under if you would like to play with it. If you do, definitely let me know, because I would love to know that. But I also put this picture of this like the woman, I think it's from either Vintage Glamour or Get Famous pack. I don't remember, but it's on the wall behind the guitar there because I figured it was like, you know, the typical teenage boy's room where he's got like his crush celebrity on the wall. I thought that was a fun idea. But I just kind of make his room a little bit cluttered and messy. You know, he's not one to have a neat and organized room. He's basically rebelling against his parents, but here I am moving on to the second bedroom upstairs, and this is going to be Megan's, which for her room, I kind of do a like retro vintage glam kind of room. I thought she would be like really like a chill person, but she's also very popular, so she's going to like a lot of girly things. I absolutely love these beds that came with High School Years. This one that I use fits perfectly with what I was going for. For her, I just changed the swatch of the bed again one more time, and then I also use these new like macrame or braided curtains that came with the new pack as well, which again I think fits perfectly. But I get some hanging lights over the bed, and then I also put some wall decorations. I think I get the neon light stars to go right there beside her bed, which I love the way that looks. I get a nice little vintage end table with a lamp and some clutter on there. She will also have a desk and a computer, and then I use one of the new like closet stands that you can put in the thrift store. It looks like a vintage like wire rack, which you'll see here in a minute, but I did find some more records that I wanted to put in Maddie's room, so I'm working around that and trying to get different things squeezed in on his walls because I just wanted his walls to feel like cramped and, you know, covered with all kinds of stuff. I know when I was a teenager in high school, my walls were covered in pictures and different things that I had gotten. My walls were covered. But here I am adding that wire rack in, and I'll get some clothes on there, and then I put the computer right beside that. But I think it's going to be really fun to play with this family. I don't know that I will play a main part, but if you guys would like to see that, let me know in the comments down below, because I can definitely switch between families and play. I think I want to make a couple more families and a couple more builds before we do get started, just so I can have different types of Sims other than the like townies that came with the pack. So I kind of want to make my own storyline. So I'm definitely working on that. But let me know if you want me to stick with like one family, or if you want me to do like a multi-family let's play. I think that'd be really fun. But here I am just cluttering up her desk. I also get, I think I do like these holiday stars on the wall. Yeah. Yeah, I get the holiday stars on the wall, which I loved. I think it matched perfectly. But here I am just doing the upstairs bathroom, and it's pretty simple. I love this new honeycomb wallpaper as well. I think it looks really good. It'd be really fun in like a modern home. So I just get a few towels and a couple more decorations, and then I move on to the landing space. I get a bookcase in here, and then I do kind of like a TV entertainment center area over here, and I get a couch with a rug and a few decorations. I thought that this might be like their hangout spot. I feel like they kind of get along at home, like the siblings, the twins, but I feel like at school they maybe like don't talk to each other because they're in different cliques, and like you know, they aren't associated with each other at school. I think that's going to be a really fun gameplay. But at home they might hang out here and watch a few movies, which I love the way that this house turned out. I feel like I left these walls up here kind of blank, but I thought it would be really fun if we took like family photos, or like they took photos together and we hung them on the wall. I think that would be really fun in this build. So if you do download this and you do play with this house, you can definitely do that if you want to, or you can add in your own art if you wanted to, and kind of clutter the walls up a little bit. But that's pretty much for the inside of the house. And now I am moving on to the outside. I do get a grill and another little seating area out back here with the same bench and side table that I used out front. Also making sure to get those lights, because that's something that I forget quite a few times in my builds, is to make sure I'm lighting the place up at nighttime. But I do get those, and I do put in some outdoor lights around the plants and the flower beds before the end of the build as well. I do get a gate over here to where they can go outside. They can access the gated pool from outside the house, and they don't have to go all the way inside to go through. So there's 2 access points to the pool, which I loved giving them a pool as well. I don't always like to add pools in my builds, but I thought this matched perfectly with this family, and I thought it would be fun. And they have a nice little seating area out here so they can do some barbecues and have some friends over. And then I didn't realize that you could put these little lighted like tea lights in like the glass flower. I didn't realize that those floated on the water. I thought that was so cool. So I added a few of those in, and I thought they look really pretty. I also make sure to get garden lights around the place, and then I do have a small flower garden over here by the table that I have to finish up, so I do that really quickly, and that's going to be it for this build. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye guys!
But it probably won't. That should